A quick check on the weather for this Thursday night into Friday. We've got an alert day set up. Some significant severe thunderstorms as well as high wind gusts are likely Friday night through early Saturday morning. The biggest impact around here, especially in central and north Alabama, would likely be from damaging wind gusts that are around 40 to potentially as high as 70 miles per hour. Tornadoes, a threat as well. Hail and heavy rainfall, not as big of an issue. Overnight, temperatures will be in the 60s and then will warm up into the low 80s coming up on Friday afternoon. Here's some of the latest model guidance watching this big band of thunderstorms that's out to our west by 6 o'clock in the evening on Friday. Any of this action could potentially be severe and maybe producing tornadoes. Then we're also looking at those little individual cells that are out ahead of that main line. By 10 o'clock to midnight tomorrow evening, those storms are racing across north and central Alabama, potentially kicking the wind up over 70 miles per hour in spots. By 1 to 3 a.m., they're rolling through the Birmingham metro area. They've already passed Huntsville. They're headed into Fort Payne and Gadsden, but they're still trailing to the southwest. Tuscaloosa still stormy as late as 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And then as the storms move on to the east, I think the latest that we'll have to deal with these would be about 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So here's the threat level from the Storm Prediction Center. We've got that huge moderate risk out to the west, and up here on our color scale, we call it Level 4. That's where the most widespread severe storms are expected. Numerous severe storms moving into northwest Alabama, and you might be able to gather just from how this is positioned, the greater risk of a severe storm is to the west of Birmingham, and those storms will be tapering off in intensity as they track toward the east. Here's the general timeline around the north and central part of the state, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., from around Huntsville to Jasper to Tuscaloosa westward. From about midnight at the earliest to about 4 o'clock in the morning at the latest, around Tuscaloosa, Jasper, Cullman, and Huntsville eastward through the Sand and Lookout Mountain areas, Birmingham Metro, St. Clair County, and Shelby County. And then after 3 a.m. through about 7 a.m., the storms would be moving out of East Alabama. Watch the wind here. Not really all that windy during the day Friday, but then Friday night, the wind ramps up quickly. And along and ahead of that line, some 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts will be common. And in the highest of elevations and in the most intensive storms, there could be a few gusts that potentially go as high as 70 miles per hour. So an alert day up for Friday, a late night severe weather threat. The greatest threat will be a little bit west of Alabama. A 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. timeline over the western part of the state, midnight to 4 for Birmingham, Huntsville, down to Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, and up to Gadsden and Fort Payne. And then from about 3 o'clock in the morning through about 7 a.m., the storms will be moving out. So Saturday, we're drying out. On Sunday, the weather looking a lot nicer. The high at 75, but showers will move in late Sunday and last through Monday and Tuesday.